Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Saturday, the 2nd day of March 2024. Happy weekend. I bring you news update. We close shops to be in solidarity with our brothers in Kwara. That's according to the Igbo businessmen in Kwara State. Yes, talking about what is happening in Kwara. Igbo traders and businessmen in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, under the aegis of the Igbo Traders Association, closed their shops on Friday in protest against intimidation and overtaxation of their businesses by the State Revenue Agency, the Kwara State Internal Revenue Service. Yes. Now, this is what happened in Ilorin on Friday. The Igbo businessmen, they locked their shops to be in solidarity with their brothers. The Kwara State Revenue Agency or Revenue Service locked the shops of many Igbo businesses. Yes, or Igbo businessmen. Their shops were locked because the Revenue Service said they are owing. Yes. So this thing happened in locations such as Okwere, Ibrahim Taiwo Road, and the General Hospital area, among other places in the state capital. Now, it happened that the revenue agency stormed the shopping complexes where Igbo people do their business at about 10 a.m. with a revenue mobile court to prosecute them and lock up their business premises without being represented. Nobody represented them. Yes, they came with a mobile court to prosecute people, and nobody represented them. Now, the people said they are not indebted. They are not indebted to the revenue agency. They said they are up to date in payment of their taxes and rates. They described the action of the revenue agency as unfair. Now, they are appealing to the governor, Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, to give them tax waiver or holiday, considering what is happening, the hardship, rather than overtaxing them. This is overtaxation. Look at what the coordinator of the 22 zonal chairman of Igbo Traders Association in Kwara State, yes, he's also the chairman of the Building Materials Association in Sulebe Zone, Kwara State, talking about Chief Aloysius Nwara, said the tax office wanted to start collecting tax from individual members against an existing agreement with the agency to get the tax collectively. Yes, to get the tax collectively. Look at, he said, let me quote part of his statement, quote, "For years, we have had this arrangement with the state tax office to collect our taxes collectively and submit it to them. In that way, we as a union have been able to identify our members who do not even have shops, or those who are 3 or 4 in a shop, and submit them to the tax office. Once we submit that money, the tax office will issue receipts based on the individual names we submit to them. The taxes are in categories of 7,000, 14,000, 25,000, and 45,000, like that annually. This continued until last year, when our members started to receive letters individually demanding another tax ranging from 700,000 to 1.5 million. Most of the people written to had already paid with their receipts from the tax office. Some of us have tax clearance certificates at 3 years intervals. When they tell the staff of the tax office that they have paid, the staff told them to subtract what they have paid before from the new bill they gave us, thereby calculating like tax the previous 10 years of outrageous sums like 10 million, 15 million. We went with our lawyers to explain to them that we are only owing 2023 tax which was supposed to be paid in November last year based on our agreement with them, and which we have already gathered because we closed our meeting in November and opened in February this year. Unfortunately, they wrote our members to pay 9.7 million within 3 days, threatening that if they fail to do so, they will bring a mobile court, judge him, and prosecute him in his shop. Most of the owners of the affected shops are not even around. They refused to listen to pleas from shop assistants and locked up the shops. That's why all members locked all their shops in solidarity to say we are not okay with the verdict passed by the court. There is a special court for tax and not a mobile court. We even have access there. We even have cases there. End of quote. Now this is what the man said. Chief Kwara, you have heard it. He said it all. He said they had an arrangement with the government, talking about the Kwara State Revenue Service, to be collecting this money as a union and be given to them. It's even better because some of their members, they don't have shop, but they pay tax, because maybe Ndigbo here and the rest of them, they pay tax. Okay, and some people, there are more than 2, 3, or 4 in a shop, and so they pay individually, not as a shop. They pay individually. So these tax people don't even know them. But the union collect the money on the behalf of government and remit. But now, they said it is not like that again. They have increased it astronomically. Now look at the response of the Corporate Affairs Department of the Kwara State Internal Revenue Service. Look at what he said. He said, quote, as part of efforts to ensure tax compliance by residents and business owners in Kwara State, the Kwara State Internal Revenue Service conducted a mobile court within some business premises in Ilorin today, March 1, 2024, to prosecute 3 recalcitrant high net worth business owners who hide under associations to pay lesser taxes than what is due. End of quote. I've stopped quoting here. Yes, he said that some persons are hiding under associations. This was the original arrangement, and you're not saying they're hiding under associations to pay lesser tax, and now you want to tax them to death. You see what's happening there? This was arrangement made by the government and the associations to collect taxes in this regard, and now government jettisoned it by brute force and said they will collect these taxes. They call them, see what they call them? Say high net worth business owners. High net worth business owners. You've seen it now. So the Igbos in the Kwara State now are high net worth business owners. So how about the people, the indigenous of Kwara? They're not high net worth business owners. Okay? So you jettison the arrangement you had with the people, and now you are collecting this tax. You are collecting people who have been paying 7,000, 45,000, as the case may be. You now want them to pay 700,000, 1.7 million, 1.5 million because of the inflation. So the Igbo man will bear the brunt of the inflation in Kwara State. So is that so? The Igbo man will now bear the brunt of the inflation in Kwara. The government want to make more money because things are hard. The agencies want to make money because the inflation has gone up. And you want the Igbo people to pay to their nose. So this is what is happening. It's too bad. It's too bad. So forgetting the people, anywhere, everywhere.